All right, first item on the agenda tonight is call to order. So we've called to order. Let's do roll call. Yeah. We are ready for roll call, Laura.
All right. Mike Steinel.
Here.
Sue Springman. Chris Zellner.
Here.
Kristen Runge.
Here.
Joe Zitzelberger.
Here.
Brian Wallace.
Here.
Melissa Hunt.
Here. Next item on the agenda is minutes. Do we have any additions or corrections to the minutes? Seeing none, do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
I wasn't here, so I'll abstain.
All right, opposed, abstentions? There we go. Next up is public comment. Do we have anybody who would like to make a public comment other than an item for the hearing? Anybody online that would like to make a public comment, please raise your hand and we'll pull you into the meeting. No one online, no one in public. Well, then I would like to use the public comment period to welcome Austin to the team. Austin, you're our new GIS specialist, and can I throw it over to you to introduce yourself?
Yeah, thank you for allowing me to be here tonight. I'm Austin Coppernoll, the new GIS planning specialist with the village. It's thanks to the many commissions and committees and of course the village board. Thanks for allowing me the opportunity to be here and to serve you all. And I have a lot that I'm excited to work on with you guys. So yeah, Lauren and I will be working closely on many planning and mapping related things. So I'm looking forward to what we come up with. So thank you.
Well, and welcome to the team. We're glad you're here. All right, next item then, we'll go to business items. First item on the agenda is public hearing, and then discuss and take action on a conditional use permit for an accessory structure at 5968 Woodland Drive. And this is for final action today by us, the Plan Commission. So first to you, Lauren, and then we'll open up the public hearing.
All right. Sounds good. I'll share my screen here. All right. So we have a conditional use permit application for 5968 Woodland Drive. This application is for a 3,300 square foot accessory building. This property is zoned R1 for single family residential and currently has a 1,500 square foot accessory building. So they're kind of rebuilding and expanding the footprint of the building. The zoning code requires for any accessory building that's over 800 square feet in a residential zoned district to have a CUP. So this project, this is, kind of a site plan for this project there on the left. So this proposed use, staff believe, is consistent with other accessory buildings in the neighborhood. It's in the area near the airstrip. And so there's several other properties that have hangar type accessory structures. Additionally, this is proposing a 20-foot roof height, which is allowed if Plan Commission approves it. So that's going to be part of your approval. And then we just want to note that it is outside of the airport overlay district. So it's at least 100 feet away from the airstrip, which is a requirement to, avoid airplanes, taking off and landing. Here is a rendering of what the accessory structure would look like. And then finally, some planning comments. We do recommend approval subject to the following items. One being that the accessory structure is built according to the submitted plans, that the structure is not closer than 3 feet to the side lot line. That is the required setback from the side lot line, and that any future expansions of this building footprint would need to come back for a new CUP. And with that, I'll turn it back to the Plan Commission.
All right, so let's open this item up for public hearing at 5:34 p.m. Do we have anybody here that would like to make a public comment or register a public comment? Do we have anybody online that would like to make a public comment? If so, please raise your hand. All right, see nobody in the audience. And last call for anyone online. All right, seeing nobody online, then we will close public hearing at 5:35 p.m. without any comments. And with that, let's turn it over to the Plan Commission for comments and questions. Melissa, can we start with you?
No, I thought the information provided was very good and I have no questions.
All right, Brian.
As long as it, and Lauren went through in detail, meets all the requirements for that site, I'm fine with it.
Joe?
The only question I've got is not in any way a condition to approve it, but I'm just curious exactly how it gets situated on here. Because looking at where those two main doors are, my brain is just not seeing that. So I don't know if you've got a drawing that can show that.
Yeah, I can go back to and the applicant is here too. Mark, I don't know if you want to explain kind of where
would you
that
like
it will be on the site. And you'll have to go up to that mic there and make sure the light is green.
You can go back.
Other way. And just make sure the mic is green.
Yep.
Okay.
Mike is green. I'm Mark Alexander. I'm the owner of that property. In this plan that you see on the survey, there's the red dotted lines. That is exact where the new structure will take place. That the north side, which is the top side of that is where the wall-to-wall door will be.
Okay.
And then the southeast corner facing east is where if you go to the elevation plan, where the other door would be facing east.
So currently there's a garage in that other spot. Is that no longer?
Yeah, that's built in 1974, and 3/4 of the posts have been rotted.
Okay. And it's not going to be used as an actual garage anymore. It's basically dual hangar.
Yeah, so that was the original hangar that has been removed for the build of the new hangar.
Okay.
Correct.
Seems good.
All right. All right, Chris?
No questions.
Sue? No questions. Mike?
No questions.
Brian, did you have a follow-up?
That's what the use is gonna be for hangar space.
That's correct. Yeah, Wanakee, we're looking for a few more spaces because there's several pilots that have airplanes with no space. And I'm building this for accommodating for other pilots to be able to store their airplanes at the Wanakee Airport.
Do you have to, or will you be putting any, like gravel or paved access to those doors, or you just leave it turf?
Eventually I'll probably do a concrete apron right out the front, but not bigger than like 4 feet deep.
Okay.
So yeah, the across the way house was just sold because he has now access to putting their airplane in this hangar, because on the north side of the runway, majority of those houses can't build hangars because of the setback issues. And so I figured I have the space, have them a couple more airplanes that we can put on from neighbors across the runway.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, Chris? Any more questions?
Great question, comment actually. Motion to approve the proposed conditional use permit for 5968 Woodland Drive.
Second.
Any discussion on the motion?
I do actually have one more question. Is there any concern, since part of this I'm assuming would be leased out to someone else rather than just, hey, you can throw it here? Does that create any business concern within the village?
Yeah, not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
I guess in the junction of that, there's other airplane hangars on the runway that people live at and lease out a space.
Sure.
Because again, north side of that runway, most of those don't have hangar access.
Yeah.
So it's like people are just sharing their properties for it.
Okay. Yeah, as long as we're good with that,
All right.
it's all good.
All right. Any other comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Thanks for coming tonight. All right. Next item up then is discuss and take action on site plan application for an accessory structure at 110 Fairview Court, and this is for final action by the Plan Commission.
All right, so this is a site plan application at 110 Fairview Court. Kind of a unique property because it's situated in a residential neighborhood, but it is actually zoned C1D for downtown commercial district. So you can see this little photo we have showing the property. There's actually a business located in this house and is used for a commercial use. So the reason why it needs a site plan application is because it's a commercial use and we do require all of those to go to Plan Commission. So this is just for an expansion of an accessory building. So here's kind of an aerial of the current house and garage. And so the site plan is basically just adding an addition to it on the north side of the garage, adding an additional 900 square feet to the structure. It meets setback requirements, so no issues there. And then here's a rendering of what the proposed garage addition would look like. So one item that Tim brought up in his planning memo was building materials. That is an item that the Plan Commission regularly weighs in on. The applicant initially proposed a standing seam metal siding and metal roof. We thought that would not really match the aesthetic of the surrounding houses as well as the house that they operate in. So we recommend a horizontal siding instead of vertical to match existing buildings, and open to metal, vinyl, or LP options. If the Plan Commission has a preference, please feel free to weigh in on that. And overall, we do recommend approval subject to the following being that the accessory structure is built to the according to the submitted plans, and then of course the exterior materials that what the Plan Commission recommends. So with that, I'll turn it back to the Plan Commission.
Thank you. And we'll start with you for questions, Mike, if that's okay.
Sure. I think it'd be a good idea to have the horizontal rather than the vertical. I think it'd look a lot like a pole shed if you have the vertical.
Yep, that was
So I
our
think
concern.
it'd be a good idea and would agree with or recommend that.
Sue?
I'm curious, what's the business in here in this?
It's Badgerland Properties, I believe is their name. Badgerland. What was that?
Do we know what they do?
I think,
business?
oh, Michael has his hand raised. He's the applicant. If you could let him talk, Jared. Hi, Michael, you're on.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, so we're a property management company. This structure would just be used for storage of materials, vehicles, trailers, stuff like that.
Okay. And there's a house adjacent to it, right?
Yes.
And is that the business as well? Or is that somebody lived there? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I believe there's a residence, like
Yeah,
a home.
every house around us has someone in it.
So eventually somebody could actually just convert it all to residential. I mean, it
If
wouldn't
it-
have to be a business, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I was just clarification.
Thanks, Sue. Chris?
No questions.
Joe?
No questions. I agree with the siding.
Brian?
Agreed with the comments on the siding or the exterior finishes and no other questions.
Right, Melissa?
I agree with comments on the siding, and I have no preference on which material. The one question I just did want to ask, because it's considered commercial, this couldn't have been like an apartment. Do we clarify? So like if this was a home, I'd be just want to understand if it was like an ADU or something like that. But in this sense, because it's the commercial property and we can see by the pictures, it's a garage.
Mhm.
We didn't have to ask those questions, correct?
Correct. Yeah, they would have to indicate that in the
No.
application.
Perfect.
Yep.
Nope, then I am all good.
All right, great. And I agree with the comments about the siding and no preference for materials either, but vertical instead of horizontal, horizontal instead of vertical. All right, so with that,
Has the applicant weighed in on that at all?
We're open to whatever you guys would like us to do. It doesn't matter. I mean, if we could do vinyl, we just stay on the cheaper side. We did LP on the house, but we can go with that if that's what you guys recommend.
I don't think we're making a recommendation, but do we want to make a comment on whether it should match the house though?
That's what our intent was. If we went vinyl, the house currently has black corners with white siding. We just do the same with vinyl.
Okay, that'd be great. Yeah, that'd
Okay.
be good. All right, any other comments or questions? No, seeing none, do we have a motion?
So moved.
All right. Second. All right, any discussion on the motion?
Yeah, I'd like the motion to discuss
Clarify.
this, verify the
Yeah,
exteriors.
I was gonna say, okay, so building material, we do want it to match the house. And I think we're flexible on whatever material it is from that perspective. And color scheme stays the same. And everything else complies with what staff had recommended.
All right, and we're cool with the second? I'm not, okay, good. All right. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Abstain.
Oh, sorry, abstentions. Sorry about that. All right, with that, we have a Wanakee Westport Joint Plan Commission update and the meeting was canceled.
That's correct.
All right, so then we have one last motion.
To adjourn.
11:10, 5:45 is our meeting time ending.
I'll second.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I got ahead of myself.